Hello students, I am Dharmesh Kantharia. Welcomes you in Deepam Gyan Kranti developed by Deepam English Institute. Today, I brought chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. In English, okay, students, this video is for the class 9 of the subject science, and today we are going to talk about questions given on the textbook page number 59, 61 and 65. I'm going to talk about the question and answers as well so that you can understand easily. Okay, without wasting any time, okay, we go ahead. Our first question of this video is that, and this question is given on the page number 59 of your textbook, chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. It is This chapter is of standard 9 NCERT new pattern book. Okay, the first question of this page on this page is that who discovered cells and how. Two things are asked here in this question. Students, you have to understand the question whether what is being asked to you in this question. And in this question, two things are asked. What? Okay, first, who has discovered, and second, how it was discovered. Our answer is that cells were discovered in 1665. You must remember the year. In 1665 by an English botanist. What is botanist? Those persons who are working and just trying to find out something on the trees is known as botanist. Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke was the scientist who discovered the cell. Okay, who discovered the cell? Your answer is that Robert Hooke in 1665. Now how? He used a primitive means of very old age. He used a primitive microscope to observe cells in cork slice. Into the cork slice. What is the cork? Have you ever seen that the what it's called soda, and is on the soda there is a cap, and under the cap there is a cork, and this cork slice he observed under with his primitive microscope, and that is why he has given this thing to a shell. Now the second question is that question number 2. What is the question? Second question is that why is the cell called the structural and functional unit? Okay, two things are asked. Cell are called what? One structural unit and second functional unit of life. Okay, the question is that why is the cell called the structural unit and functional unit of life? You must understand the question before write your answer. Okay, cell constitutes make various components of the plants and animals, and you know that it is the base of any body. A cell is a smallest unit of life. Okay, if you ask that what is the smallest unit of life, your answer will be that a cell. A cell is the smallest unit of life and is capable of all living function, and it does all the living function. Cells are the building blocks of life. Cells are the building blocks of life. This is the reason why cells are referred to as the basic structural and functional unit of life. It is very easy. Okay, now all the cells vary in the shape, size and activity they perform. Okay, in fact, the shape and size of the cell is related to the specific function they perform. The shape and size of the cell is related to the specific functions they perform. Now, the second slide, and on this slide we are just going to talk about the questions given on the page number 61. Okay, the first question on this page is that how do substances like CO2 and water, okay, you may ask H2O. Sometimes if the teacher wants to make you confused, okay, he can write H2O. Okay, now once again I read the question. How do substances like CO2 and water move in and out of the cells? Move in and out means कैसे बाहर अंदर हो रहा है. Discuss. The answer of this question is that the cell membrane is selectively permeable and regulates the movement of the substances in and out cell. Okay, they are very selective. In short, we can say that movement of CO2 is produced during the cellular respiration. Okay, you know that when CO2 is produced during the cellular respiration, therefore it is present in high concentration inside the cell, and during that time what happens, the CO2 must be excreted out of the cell. In the cell's external environment, the concentration of CO2 is low as compared to the inside of the cell. Therefore, according to the principle of the diffusion, CO2 moves from a region of a higher concentration, it means the inside the cell, towards the region of a lower concentration outside. It means lower region means outside the cell. Similarly, in the same manner, O2 enters the cell by the process of the diffusion. When the concentration of the O2, it means oxygen, inside the cell is low as compared to the surrounding, it comes into the cells. Okay, now the second question on the same page 61. Okay, the question is that this question is given on the 61 page number 61. Movement of the water. How does water move into the cell? Water moves from a region of high concentration, once again that word, high concentration, to a region of a low concentration through the plasma membrane. The plasma membranes. Okay, I show you the what it called, the figure of the plasma in last slide. If you didn't have seen yet, okay, you just go there and see it. The plasma membranes act as a semi-permeable membranes, and this movement of water is known as osmosis. What is osmosis? This movement, it means the water moves from a higher region. However, the movement of a water across the plasma membrane of the cell is affected by the amount of the substance dissolved in water. Now the second question. The second question on this page is, why is plasma, sorry, I'm just suffering from the cold, and that is why I'm just waiting for sneezing. Okay, so sorry. The question is that why is the plasma membranes called a selective permeable membranes? Selective permeable membranes. Why plasma is known as or called? The cell membranes of the plasma membranes is known. The cell membranes or the plasma membranes is known as the selectively permeable membranes because it regulates the movement of the substance in and out of the cells. Okay, because of the plasma, the things can move or substance can move out or in into the cell. This means that the plasma membranes allow the entry only to some substances or prevents the movement of some of other materials, so that plasma is called selectively permeable membranes. Okay, because only selected substances can enter into the cell. Okay, now the second question. This question is given on the page number 65, and our question is that this question is given on the page number 65, and the question is that can you name the two organelles we have studied that contains their own genetics materials. Okay, asked about the genetic materials. Okay, mitochondria. Okay, the thing is mitochondria and plastids. Okay, in Hindi there is a mistake, it is plastids, are two organelles that contains their own genetic materials. Both these organelles have their own DNA and ribosomes. Okay, once again, the question is that, or you have to give the name of the organelles we have studied contain their own genetic material, and both are these things what mitochondria and plastids. Okay, the next question on the page number 65 is asked if the organization of a cell is destroyed due to some physical and chemical influences, what will happen? Okay, due to physical, the main thing is that due to physical and chemical, what happened? Once again, you know that cell is the smallest unit of life, and it is capable to do all the living functions. If the organization of a cell is destroyed, and destroyed due to, as in given in the equation, due to some physical and chemical influences, then the ability of the cell to perform all living function such as respiration, nutrition, excretion, etc. would be affected. Okay, students, you must know which type of living function can be disturbed. Okay, the respiration, nutrition and excretion would be affected if our cell is destroyed due to the physical and chemical influences. Now our next question, and this question is given on the same page, it means page number 65. Okay, once again this is given on the 65. The question is that why are lysosomes known as suicide bags? Okay, students, it does not committed suicide, but it is known as suicide bags. Okay, lysosomes are the membrane bound vascular structure. Okay, both words should be remembered by you. Lysosomes are the membrane bound vascular that contain powerful digestive enzymes. Okay, it contains what? Digestive enzymes. These enzymes are capable of breaking down any foreign food particles. Foreign food means which we take from outside, or microbes entering the cells. Sometimes lysosomes can be cause self-destruction. Okay, like that blast, lysosome can cause self-destruction of a cell by releasing these digestive enzymes within the cell. Therefore, they are known as the suicidal bag or suicide bags. Now, the next question given on the page number 65, number 4. What is the question is that where are proteins synthesized inside the cell? Okay, the main question is that proteins synthesized. Ribosomes are the sites for protein synthesis. Ribosomes are very small structures found either in a free state, suspended in the cytoplasm, or attached to the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum. They are composed of the ribonucleic acid and proteins. Okay, and so that we can say that for protein synthesis inside the cell, the thing is that the rhizosome very small structure, and they needs a very little space so that they are easily synthesized protein. The next, okay, Students, if you like our video, please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Students, we have made a website deepamgk.com for you, and we are just updating it for you, and it will be very helpful to you, so that please share it also and visit it once. Okay, thank you very much. We will meet again. Till then, goodbye.